Hello, guys. I am here. We are live. Yes, I've just got a notification that I'm live. Yes, I am live. My goodness. Finally. Yeah, finally live. So this obviously was meant to be going ahead yesterday. A lot of you know that are following me intently why it didn't. So in the midst of going to A&E, going to Selby out of hours, and then York, and then not getting home till stupid o'clock. I was just not focused to do it live. I tried, but I wasn't going to be giving you guys the real me, okay, and giving you my full attention. So we are launching today the 30-day social media challenge, okay? So basically, the reason why we are doing this is because we need that accountability. We need to make sure that we are accountable to each other and to this group. This is the reason behind it. I have done many social media challenges before in different business coaching groups, and they have been such success. And we need that accountability. We are in an industry which is very, very lonely. We're single entrepreneurs, most of us. And it's quite hard to get out there. So this is why this is happening. Let me turn my phone on silent. I do apologize. So this is why this is happening, okay? Now, I've had a 6-day head start. And the reason why I did this is not to get ahead of the game. I will stop 6 days shorter. But I wanted to show you the impact that it has made already. So what I've decided to do is I have picked my platform, which is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to look at where you believe your audience is hanging out or where you think you are lacking in terms of your content, and pick a platform. You can't do this on every single platform. It's too much, okay? So pick a platform. You still need to be present on every platform, but I'm wanting you to pick one platform that you really want to push and work on, okay? So I have picked TikTok. It's something that TikTok for me is something where predominantly it's obviously half naked men and women jumping around doing stupid dances. I get that, okay? But I follow a lot of motivational speakers, entrepreneurs, traders, money experts, everything. And I believe that there is a good platform there to be seen. So I am working on TikTok. So what I did 6 days ago, I took a screenshot, which I shared in this group. Most of my videos were getting anything between 50 and 150 hits. The occasional one from way back, the stupid videos I did in lockdown, was getting a bit more, which is frustrating. When it is stupid videos, they do for some reason get a lot more engagement. So my videos on average was getting maximum I'd get on one of my business videos would probably be about 300 views, okay? But still very little likes. I might get 2 or 3 likes. So I decided to pick TikTok. I did have 735 followers, okay? So like a lot of you, not a massive following, okay? So it's not something where I've increased and got about an extra 88 followers now, I believe. But it's not that I've got 88 followers off the back of 20,000 followers, okay? So in terms of percentage, that is a really big increase. And how I've done that is I have been consistently showing up 3 times a day. So 3 times a day is what you need to be aiming for on whatever platform you are choosing. Now, that might seem quite a lot to you, and you might think, I don't think I can do that. Some of the stuff that I've shared, it's almost like, quick crap, I need to say something, I need to share something, I need to get my 3 in, and I just do it ad hoc, just do it straight away. You need to be thinking about your message and what you're trying to get out to your audience, okay? Video is where your audience want to see you. They want to see you on camera. I've just done a couple of videos today on my TikTok, which I'm going to play for you actually, because I think it'll be really interesting for you guys to see. So when we are getting on camera, when we are producing a video, getting on screen, straight away we think, shit, I didn't do my hair, I didn't do my makeup, I don't like the way I sound, don't like the way I look. You need to break away from that and think of your audience, okay? Think about your audience. Your audience needs to hear this. You're not doing this for you. Evidently you are, because you want to build up your following. However, your audience needs to hear your message. Like my audience needs to hear my message, because if they implement what I'm sharing, they're going to scale their business, earn more money, have more life balance, okay? Life work balance. So they have to hear my message. I'm helping them, okay? Same with you if you are doing holistics and you help people overcome anxiety. Your message is going to let them battle these demons of anxiety and mood swings and procrastination. So think, when you are about to get on camera, think about Don't think about yourself and how you feel at that moment. Think about the person that is receiving that content, what it is going to do for them. So take out the selfish feelings, let's say, and think about that end user. They have to hear my message. You will have people that don't like your message. I've had a couple of haters since I've upped my social media content. I got called look like a man. I just took that as a compliment because I've got a good back. So this is how it will be. So you have to kind of take yourself away from that part of social media. Okay, so some top tips that I want to be giving you. You need to be creative, consistent, and real to you. Okay, the real you. You don't be following what the people are doing. Okay, you need to be truly real and organic, yourself. Okay, don't follow what other people are doing. Use a little bit for inspiration. I see some people that share some content that, okay, actually I could put a bit of a twist on that and make it about me and my life and my business and my message. So use it for a bit for inspiration, but don't do exactly what other people are doing. Okay, because people need to build the know, like, and trust with you. What I mean about being creative is think outside the box. Okay, we don't want to just be seeing rows and rows and rows of before and after photos. Okay, we want to be seeing the knowledge behind it. Okay, why hair stroke brows are better, why microblading is not suited for everybody, why you use this certain line of pigments, why this crystal stone you use is your favorite stone you use. And start sharing some knowledge that you've got. If you are watching, fire me a comment in and let me know who you are, who's watching us. So you need to be making sure you're showing the real you. Now I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm just going to go on to my TikTok just to show you. I believe it's this one. Just to show you the difference in these few days. Okay, so I'm at 816 followers. 6 days ago I was at 735, and it's been pretty stagnant. If I'm honest, I might get one extra. All this time I've got to 735. I probably got like 1 or 2 followers a week or a month. It's been so slow. So I've increased my following in 6 days by 80, nearly 90 followers. Okay, now if you look down on my grid, as you can see, these ones are business. Some of these are business, some of these are a little bit more creative. This is just using a trending filter. But if you actually look, average views, okay, average views are quite low. Okay, they're quite low here. Then all of a sudden, a random video got nearly 40,000. This is the one where I painted like a man. So I was sharing a bit of the real me. This is me on a night out. This is what I do on a night out. My fellow was recording this. I just was recording a bit of a snippet of me on a night out and put a music behind it, a sound behind it, and it happened to do really, really well. This sharing a filter, stressing that, filters are not good for self-esteem for children, okay, for my kids. This got a lot of followers. So even though these messages here of my work are not huge yet, I am getting people landing on my page and obviously browsing. Sometimes it might attract the wrong followers. I understand that. But if your grid is then filled with work-related content or cosmetics or skin aesthetics in your message, you will start to build up the right following. I've had 2 people that have already reached out this week that want to be invited into the private Facebook group that you guys are watching this in. So I've got 2 leads from that. They're my leads. Yeah. And people are looking and thinking, well, you know what? She likes to keep fit and, she's going out socializing. She likes, outdoor events. People are starting to really build a picture of me. Now, when you scroll back, a lot of the time, this is a lot of work, as you can see, which as a grid can look a bit boring. Nothing really stands out when you look at all this. Whereas this one here, you're like, oh, this is interesting. What's this? And it's showing a little bit of my family, a little bit of my life and what I do when I'm not working, because we all do have a life, right? So make sure you can see here, this, even though some of them are getting quite high hits, this can look a little bit boring. Yeah, but it still has to be on there. But you have to make sure that you are showing people the real you, because people are investing in you. And this is to go for your profile picture as well. If people are watching this now, oh, can I stop sharing? I can remove that from the screen. There we go. If people are watching this now and they're choosing to say go on Instagram, the first thing you need to be doing is changing your profile picture. Nobody cares about your logo. A lot of people won't really remember your business name. They will remember your face. So that is the first thing that has to change. Okay. It needs to be a picture of you working if you wish, but a picture of you. And I would like to see that when people are looking on this grid, they are seeing the real you, because there's so many people that I see and they share so much content, and I can scroll down. I actually think, you know what? If I walked past this person in the street, I wouldn't know who they are. I would have no idea who they are. And you want to be recognizable. Okay. You want to build that know, like, and trust with your audience. So what the challenge is, you need to be picking a platform, one platform. Then what you need to do is I need you to take a screenshot of your followers and a screenshot of your grid or your page, okay? And you need to share this into the group. Every single person that shares this, I need everybody else to follow this page as well for support, okay? Now, what you need to be doing is you need to be showing up. You need to be getting creative, showing the real you, being consistent, and setting yourself up for 2 to 3 posts or reels a day. Reels on Instagram will work far better. And obviously videos on TikTok as well with a trending sound. Now, you've got to learn your platforms. You've got to know how to navigate your platforms and add sounds and everything else. That is not what I'm here to teach today. A lot of you should already know that. TikTok for me is quite hard. I didn't understand TikTok as much, but I've learned it in these 6 days on how to do it, because a lot of my content that goes on social media is outsourced to a different company, but everything that I've been posting these last 5 days, 6 days has all been my stuff. So I've had to learn to kind of navigate and do that myself. So you've got to do that yourself, okay? But you need to be making sure that you are hitting at least 3 times a day on whichever platform you're choosing. Make sure you share your screenshot of your following and your grid into the private Facebook group. And as support, obviously other people follow each other's. But what I want from you is I want you to be able to be showing up. You all right? It's all right. What I want you to be doing, I want you to be making sure that whatever you set yourself up to do, so if you're going to go once, twice, 3 times a day, that you stay consistent with that. What you will find is when you increase your content dramatically on a platform, the algorithms will like this and it'll start peaking, okay? But then what happens is, for some reason, it then can drop again. So when I look back at my grid on TikTok, it has the ups and the downs, okay? So this is just the algorithms kind of mixing it up a little bit and keeping in your toes, basically. Nobody really knows how to get round these certain algorithms. So it's just a case of remaining consistent. And if you find that your likes and your followers reduce, then don't think, right, it's not working, let me change something. Make sure you just still remain consistent. What you also need to do off the back of this is if you create some content and you find that for some reason really hits home, it gets a lot of followers, it gets a lot of likes, a lot of engagement, then what you need to make sure you do is then use that, adapt it slightly and reinvent it and deliver it again a different way. And also when you do this, look at the certain hashtags you're using. So if you put a post on there and you use a certain hashtag and it seems to get a lot of engagement, make sure you repeat that hashtag on the next post, okay? If you continue to do the same hashtags on every single post, then the algorithms are going to notice that and then they're going to penalize you for that as well. So you still need to be reinventing and changing things regular. Now, what I did do is a little bit of a cheat, which I did get penalized for. I started repurposing old TikTok content. My laptop is beeping. I'm in a dance chat with dance mums, and my phone's on silent, but it's beeping on my laptop. So I apologize if you can hear that. So yeah, what I decided to do, I decided to cheat and use some old content. So I went right back on my grid. I saved a lot of content from about a year ago because my message is still the same. I changed the sound and put a different trending sound and reposted it. It didn't work. So don't try and cheat and repurpose old content because the algorithms will notice this and you will not get any hits. So that is the challenge. So for 30 days, you need to pick your platform, you need to screenshot, share it in the private group, make sure for support for each other that we follow each other, and update the group on a regular basis. So share what's working, share what's not, what isn't working, so everybody else can learn from this as well. Because the idea is that we are connecting and increasing our following, but we also want the right type of clients as well. Anybody could just increase the following dramatically and post all sorts of crap on TikTok, but we need to make sure that these clients can be potentially, our audience can be potentially quite, we need to make sure that the people that are following us are potential clients of ours as well. Another thing that I will add to this, and this is more apparent with Instagram, if you are following a lot of competitors, so you are in the aesthetic industry and you follow loads of aestheticians, then what you will find is your content will only be shown to these type of people, and your Instagram recommendations are only going to be these type of people. So what you need to make sure you're doing is you don't follow your competitors. And I know it's nice to sometimes see what they're doing, but then that also sets you up for failure in terms of not being true to yourself, because you end up copying content. But then you're not going to be put, your feed is not going to be put in front of potential clients. So a way around this is a little bit cheeky, I know, but why not? What you can always do is, if you have got a few of your competitors on Instagram and they're local to you and you're trying to build your permanent makeup business, what you can actually do is actually follow their followers. Okay, so if you've got somebody in the next town next to you that does permanent makeup, go onto their profile, go onto their followers and follow their followers, because they are potential clients. And also think outside the box in terms of where else would these people be hanging out. So if your target audience is, somebody 30 to 40 who likes to look after the skin, where else would they be hanging out? If they're looking after their skin and they're looking after their brows or makeup, aesthetics or whatever, they probably would be maybe gym goers that might go to the local health club. So go onto the health club Instagram profile and start following their followers. Okay, so you've got to try and think outside the box a little bit. Now that is something that you can easily do, and that's quite quick, but what I want you to be focusing more on is creating daily content. So 2 to 3 times a day you need to be on that platform that you've chosen and be doing reels, blogs, mainly reels. Photos don't tend to hit home with Instagram anymore. Obviously TikTok is really good to have just loads of photos going through with a trending sound. That works well. But yeah, photos on the profile don't seem to get much engagement at all. If you are going to go down the route of doing photos, then what I would be suggesting is making sure that the content that you're putting on there is provoking conversation. So for instance, when I was building up my Instagram, when I was very hands-on with my permanent makeup, rather than just putting a before and after photo of an eyebrow on, if you put a grid of 6 eyebrows and label them 1 to 6 and said which one's your favorite, then what happens is people are then going to comment. If you are putting anything on there that is actually going to encourage a comment, then what happens is Instagram algorithms are going to then show your post to more people because you've got engagement. So if you get engagement from somebody, then you engage back, you comment back, and then it will build up. This also leads me on to engaging in your clients' post as well. If you're expecting your clients to comment on your posts, you need to be doing the same to them. Okay. I know it can be quite painful at times getting on social media and commenting on, I don't know, your clients' dog or cat or whatever, but you have to do it, because if you're expecting them to be commenting and engaging with you, then you need to be doing the same to them. And also it's also a reminder that you're still there as well. These people might have come for a treatment with you many months ago, or these guys might have connected with you and not actually made that appointment. Whereas if you then start popping up on their comments, that is also then a gentle reminder that you're still around and you're still there. So there's just a few tips on things that you can be sharing and things that you can be doing. So I thank you very much for your patience in this live. Like I said, it was meant to be yesterday, and then I was going to pre-record it today, but I still wanted to make sure you was going to get it live. So if you have anybody else that would benefit from this challenge, who is struggling a little bit with their social media and their message is not is not getting out there to their audience, then recommend the group, recommend them to join the group. You can go to the top on Facebook, I believe, and group and invite people. Recommend them to the group. I have to authorize them to let them in, but they can also jump off the back of this. There's plenty of business to go around in terms of the beauty industry, and a lot of the people that you may know on social media will not be local to you anyway. So make sure you share it if they also need that little bit of motivation and accountability to scale their business online as well. So thank you very much, guys, for your patience, and I can't wait to see all your grids on the page, and keep in touch. Have fun, guys. Bye for now.